Hello, students. So, we meet again, but this time we'll talking to each other, or I'm talking to you via a video. So, today, as requested by all of you, I am starting with the circulatory system. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning of this chapter so that everyone is at par with the understanding. What I saw in the class was that only few students knew about the basics of the circulatory system. So I think we should all go together. Then it will be easy for each one of us to understand the nitty-gritty of the circulatory system. So beginning with the circulatory system, the thing is, if we say the definition of circulatory system, it is the transportation, right? It is the transportation of nutrients, then comes oxygen, then comes water, right? To all the parts of the body, to all the parts of the body, parts of the body. See, this is a human, all right? And all these things, see, transportation of nutrients, oxygen, water, all these things will keep on circulating here. I'm not talking about this head region. Kindly note that I'm not talking of this head region. I'm talking only about this entire body here, heart, legs, etc, 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 etc. So this is what is known as circulation. All right, so I shall not rub this one. So if you want the definition, it's already there in the book, but still I have written it for you to understand it in a better way. So let's go to the next slide. What's there now? See, the circulatory system consists of three parts. All right, number one is blood, खून, right? खून, tears. Okay, next is the blood vessels. Now these blood vessels, these are like what can we say, like through which this blood will travel. These are the pathways, you can see. Blood vessels are like the pathways. And number three is the heart, the symbol of love, right? Yes. So these are the three parts of the circulatory system. Now we will go to study about the first component, that is the blood. Okay, this is the first component. I'm sorry, just give me a second. Yes, so we will be studying about this now, blood. All right, so let me just erase this one. Eraser. All right, so now I have put a picture here related to the first component. Let me write, just a second. I write it in black or red, okay, maroon. First component is number one was, what did we study about blood? Now see, look into this picture, this entire picture on your left hand side. So blood consists of A, RBC, that is red blood cells. This one, RBC, red blood cells. Then number two, it consists of WBC. You can see this one, WBC, white blood cells. Number C, it consists of platelets. See here, these are the platelets. And D, it consists of plasma. See, this is the plasma. Now we will talk about what each of these roles are in our circulatory system. Now RBC, this is the red blood cells. These are also known as AKA, also known as erythrocytes. My dear students, Please don't write in your answer sheet AKA. This is for me to make you all understand in short. I'm not writing it in full sentence. Also known as AKA means also known as but. If you write such short forms in the answer sheet, you won't get any marks. This is only for me to make you all understand. Okay, so RBCs are also known as erythrocytes. And what is their role? This RBC's role is to, I'm writing it here, carry oxygen. All right, so we are studying about the first component of the circulatory system, that is the blood. Blood consists of four parts, that is the RBC, red blood cells, WBC, white blood cells, then platelets, and then the plasma. Now again, inside the blood, we are studying about the RBCs, that is the red blood cells. Red blood cells are also known as the erythrocytes. And what is their role? To carry oxygen. All right. Next, WBC, that is a white blood cells. Now, what is the role? These are also known as leukocytes. All right. These are also known as leukocytes. Now, what is the role of the white blood cell? These are just like policemen. So, they are there to fight the germs, to fight germs. All right. WBC, fighting germs. Done. RBC is transportation of oxygen. Transportation of oxygen. WBC is to fight the germs. Okay. All right. So you know I have written what are these also known as. So you can remember it. Even if you don't remember, don't worry. I won't cut any marks. But this is for you all to understand that they also have some names. Now, let's come to platelets. Platelets. What is the role of platelets? They help in blood clotting. See, if you all have a cut in your body, okay, and suppose you can see sometimes it starts bleeding, but after few seconds, not even minutes, after few seconds you will see that the blood clots and the blood flow stops outside. Okay, so how does this happen? Who plays this role of clotting our blood so that there is no mishappening while there is no mishap by the flow of blood unnecessarily? Okay, who plays this important role? These are the platelets, help in blood clotting. Okay, next we go to the plasma. Now see, plasma are generally, these are, you want plasma, the color plasma is semi yellow color. Okay, you can see it here in this picture. It's semi yellow color, and their role is basically they serve as a medium for these red blood cells, for these white blood cells, for these platelets to stay inside a body. Okay, see, red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, they also need a medium to float around in our body, right? So who gives that medium? It's the plasma. This plasma also contains, what does it contain? It contains water, iron, protein, nutrient, wastes and gases, and also it provides a medium for what? For RBCs, WBCs, platelets to float. All right, so shall I repeat it once more, that the circulatory system consists of three components. First is the blood, then blood vessels, then the heart. We are studying about the first component, that is the blood. This blood consists of four parts. Number one, that is the RBC, red blood cells. What is their role? Their role is to carry oxygen. Okay, just a second, I'll change the ink for you all so that becomes easy. Yes, to carry the oxygen. RBC's role is to carry the oxygen. WBC's role, what is the role of WBC? It acts as a policeman. It's to fight the germs. Okay, Next come platelets. What is the role of a platelet? This helps in blood clotting. Okay, and we have the plasma. Plasma serves as a medium for the RBCs, WBCs and platelets to float. Alright, so these all RBC, WBC, platelets, plasma, these all forms the blood in our body. Alright, I hope I have made it clear to you all. If not, then please, rewatch this video to get a clarity. Next, what we have? Yes, we have been studying about this blood. But where are these blood cells formed? It is formed inside this bone marrow. Bone marrow. See, when we have chicken or mutton, we always have a tendency to, if we get a bony piece, like this is the chicken, sorry, just try to understand, okay, don't laugh, I have just drawn something. So this is a bony piece, and suppose you get a piece like this, and then you try to scoop it in this way, scoop the inside portion, whatever is there inside this bone, the particle which you try to scoop it is the bone marrow. All right, and this is where blood cells are formed. So blood cells will be formed here in the bone marrow. See, this is the bone marrow. You can see blood cells are formed in this bone marrow, and then now there is a mechanism. Sorry. There is a mechanism where it gets transfused inside a body, and then it starts circulation. Okay, and starts circulation in our body, and this is the entire process. So I will stop here for the first session of the video. All right, hope you all understood, and if not, please rewatch this video and then we can discuss in the